Greetings Pokemon fans and welcome back to Polywar's Wrath. My name is JD and today we're doing a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal using Typhlosion. Typhlosion is the volcano Pokemon. Let's go and face our rival. His name is Triple Question Mark as per tradition. We named our Pokemon Vulcan, not because he is like Spock and he's a Vulcan, but can't fit volcano in there, it wasn't left letters. So I just called him Vulcan. Live long and prosper, but we beat our rival pretty handily. I'm going to move right on to this area of the game. We're going to decline Smoke Screen. We actually start the game with that usually, but I'll explain why we didn't start the game with it. So this is an optimized playthrough. In my optimized playthroughs, I'm allowed to do a couple things. One, we start out fully evolved. That's the first thing. We don't have to worry about evolution. We start out fully evolved with this Pokemon level 5 and we play through the whole game. Second, we can actually pull a move from our breeding and or event move set to make this Pokemon as good as possible. Could this Pokemon start the game with this? It possibly could with a breeding move. So there wasn't a lot of options, but I chose Thrash. So originally this Pokemon starts out with Ember, Smokescreen, Leer, and Tackle, but we substituted in Thrash over Smokescreen. Thrash is a 90 base power normal move. It hits a couple turns in a row. It's either between 2 and 4, and after that, if you're still in the battle, it will confuse you. So it can get pretty messy. It's not a consistent move after a certain amount of time, but it's very powerful early, so it makes a lot of the early game stuff fast and easy. That's why I picked it. And it will make a lot of things early that will fly through as long as it's not something that's resisted. Ember is the other move that we have. It's super effective early because there's a lot of bug types. Now, we don't have to do Bellsprout Tower. Ember would have blasted through Bellsprout Tower, and we probably would have got a way higher level. But it would have taken a lot of time, so we did not do Bellsprout Tower in this playthrough. But we're going to go ahead and face the members of Faulkner's Gym, and we're going to take on Faulkner. We walk in here to level 11, and we're going to go ahead and face Pidgey. We're going to go for Thrash. It's a one-shot on the Pidgey, and it's going to be a two-shot on the Pidgeotto. So very easy, very clean win over Faulkner. We're going to take this win, and we're going to move right on to Union Cave. In Union Cave, we're going to pick up Swift. Swift is going to be an upgrade over Tackle. So our moves will be Ember, Thrash, Mud Slap, and Swift. We got Mud Slap from Faulkner, and we're going to go ahead and face Bugsy. Bugsy is going to come out with Bugs, and we are Fire type, so this is a foregone conclusion. Ember one-shots the Metapod. Ember will also, it will two-shot, not one-shot, but it will two-shot the Scyther, and then Kakuna will come out. Is it a one-shot? It is a one-shot. We get a pretty easy win over Bugsy, and we're going to move right on to our rival battle. And we're going to go this way just so we could save, and then now we're going to go face our rival battle. Now, Mud Slap is very helpful in this battle because Ember's not going to do great, but Mud Slap, it is weak to Mud Slap. So we get a two-shot. It could have been bad there. It could have put us to sleep. Could have done a lot of things, but could have paralyzed us with Lick. But we end up getting the win. Now Thrash will make this a foregone conclusion on the Crocodile. And we have one more Thrash in us to take on the Zubat. We're going to skip over learning Quick Attack. And we are confused now, but we get the one-shot nonetheless on the Zubat. So pretty easy win over a second rival. It's usually the most complicated. And now we're going to gather up and get this Headbutt here. We're getting two TMs here, and there's Dig. And I didn't edit that well. Oh well. But now we have Headbutt and Dig added to our moveset. So we have Fire Punch, Thrash, Headbutt, and Dig. Now, starting out as Typhlosion is a big advantage for this because if you start out as Cyndaquil to Q-Lava, you cannot get Fire Punch until you evolve. So we get Fire Punch very early, 75 base power fire move. It's really powerful. One shot on the Miltank, and we're going to two-shot on the one shot on the Clefairy, two-shot on the Miltank. And that two-shot, we got Dig. Dig could have helped there if we weren't doing that much damage. We could break the rollout, but we didn't need to do that. So now we're moving on to Sudowoodo. Fire Punch will be a two-shot on Sudowoodo, and we get the knockout. Pretty easy win. I'm going to move right on to the next area, which is where the Komodo Girls are. And we're going to go ahead and face Komodo Girls. I'm going to talk about some things. So first off, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate anyone that likes this channel and subscribes and comments. It really does help out the YouTube algorithm, gets it out to more people. 83% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you're in that realm, hit that subscribe button. Very close to hitting my subscriber goal of 500, and then we can progress on to doing to 1,000. But if you like this content, we'll come back and watch it. Sharing basically tells YouTube you're willing to come back and watch it and view the content again. So really helps out the channel. And in comments, I really do engage back. If you have a question or you have a concern or you have a suggestion for a video, put it down in the comment section down below. I do have limited time, but I do like getting these suggestions. I did a couple Versus series in Generation 1 that were very fun that people suggested, so I enjoy those. But now we're going to move on to our next rival battle. Now this is the rival in the Burnt Mansion, and he's going to come out with a Haunter. Now we grabbed Dig for this Dig, and Dig would do very well against Haunter, and we just kind of get off to a rough start here. We false start a little bit. Croconaut comes out. We can go for Headbutt or Thrash. Either one's going to do fine. Headbutt, hopefully it flinches, and we can get a 2-shot, very good. And so now we can just rely solely on Fire Punch to knock out the Magnemite, and then, Zubat, and then the Magnemite. Pretty easy win over a rival, honestly. Kind of false started there with the Haunter, but nonetheless, we still get the win. Very easy win. And now we're going to move right on to Morty. This battle is really a foregone conclusion because we have Dig. Dig is so effective. It's 120 effective power against Ghastly, and we have a good physical attack stat. So all we gotta do is Dig. It does make the battles last a little bit longer when using Dig. However, if you're gonna have a battle and it's gonna be that dominant, it's okay if it lasts a little bit longer. And we just decline learning Flame Wheel. Flame Wheel is a 60 base power fire move, 90 with stab. Fire Punch is more powerful, so that's why I did not use Flame Wheel. With 4 gyms down and 4 to go, we're going to go ahead and go into Chucky Boy's gym. We're going to move these rocks out of the way. We're going to obliterate all the people in here. Now we've substituted out Thrash, got rid of it, and got Return. Return, 102 base power, but with held item with the Pink Bow, and with beating the normal gym, it's boosted to 126. So it'll one-shot the Primate. I don't think it's going to one-shot the Poliwrath, but we get a 2-shot. He took aim. If he went for Surf, we might have been in trouble there. Nonetheless, Chucky Boy's pretty easy. I'm going to move right on and talk to Jasmine and Ampharis. Hopefully he's feeling better. He flashes us, so he must be feeling pretty good. And we're going to move right on and take on Jasmine. Jasmine is a Steel Gym Leader, and we have Fire Punch. This is not even going to be a contest. Fire Punch 1-shot. Fire Punch 1-shot. Even on the Steel, it's going to be a 1-shot. And then Magnemite comes out. Fire Punch 1-shot. Very good. Very easy, very convincing, very powerful win over Jasmine. I'm going to move right on from Jasmine. I'm going to go right here and pick up a TM, which is TM10, which is Hidden Power. Hidden Power we chose in this playthrough was Ice. I didn't want to change it. It makes a couple of the battles we have to deal with very easy. So, for example, Claire and Lance are 2 fighters we can face pretty easy. And Hidden Power Ice is based on pretty much a foregone conclusion. So we're going to go ahead and move right on to Price's gym. We don't fight any trainers in here. We actually skip over them. I usually fight that one guy at least, but we don't need to. We're on a breakneck pace right now. And return a 1-shot to Seal. I think it's a 2-shot on the Dugong. I don't think it's a 1-shot. Yep, it's a 2-shot. Dugong doesn't do much to us, just kind of tickles us with Headbutt. And now Piloswine will go down to 1 Fire Punch. And we are just obliterating the gym. So that's 7 down. And we have 1 rival and 1 gym leader to go. So now we're going to go ahead and face our 4th or 5th rival battle. I don't remember which one it is. We're going to face our rival battle here. And this, again, is a foregone conclusion. The only thing we can do right now to screw this up is just not hit the right button. Hidden Power Ice will 1-shot the Golbat. Very good. Sends it out for Alligator. For Alligator will be a 2-shot. He doesn't learn anything more powerful water move other than Water Gun. So he's never really a problem. And we're going to go for Fire Punch on the Haunter. It's a 1-shot. Could have used Dig, but, you know, same thing. And we're going to go for Dig on the Sneasel. We should have gone for Fire Punch. It's an ice Pokemon. I just had a mental fart there. And then Magnemite is a 1-shot with Fire Punch. So we get the pretty easy win over our rival. And we skip over all the rocket stuff. So we're going to have a big time jump from 42 minutes to 48 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and face... Oh, actually showing this battle. Actually, usually don't show this battle. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and hit Hidden Power Ice on the Cool Trainers Dratini. And now Dragonair gets 1-shot. Very good. And we're going to leave this battle and go right into our battle against Claire. Claire is the Dragon Gym Leader. She's going to lead out with 3 Dragonair and a Kingdra. We are Fire type, so I think she'll sub in her Kingdra right after I knock out the first Dragonair. Yep, Kingdra comes in. We made a mistake and hit Hidden Power Ice. This could have gone bad, but we hit Return. It's a knockout. Didn't get a chance to heal. And now the rest of this battle is a foregone conclusion. Hidden Power Ice, 1-shot on the Dragonair. And the final Dragonair, Hidden Power Ice. Like I said, foregone conclusion. We just had to get through the Kingdra. So we're going to leave this battle, move right into our final rival battle for the Elite Four. He's got a well-rounded team. I wouldn't say well-rounded, but he's got a full team, I should say. Sneasel comes out. Let's see if we're going to go for Return or Fire Punch with 1-shot. Very good. For Alligator, we're going to keep it with Return. Very good. We got rid of Dig and added in Earthquake. So just letting you know that we have that move now. Hidden Power Ice will 1-shot the Golbat. Across the board, pretty much, we have all physical moves just going to obliterate this team. Earthquake on the Haunter. Earthquake on the Kadabra. Should be a 1-shot. Very good. And then the final Pokemon, Magneton. Either move, Earthquake or Fire Punch to get the job done. We get the win over our rival and head straight to the Elite Four. Before we go into the Elite Four, let's go and look at the stats of this Pokemon going in. The first thing we want to look at is our moveset. We have the Pink Bow equipped to make Return more powerful. We could equip the Charcoal. We could also equip the Never Melt Ice. We also could do some held items like a berry or whatever. Right now what we have is Pink Bow is equipped, Return, so it makes that Return 126 power, 100% accurate. Goes off our physical attack stat, so it's not bad, but it's not our best attacking stat, but not bad nonetheless. Fire Punch is 112 with Stab, and it's a very good move. Like I said, Charcoal could make that even more powerful. Hidden Power Ice, it's going to be effective really against a couple Pokemon here, but not overall a great move, but it will be effective against a couple things. And Earthquake is just a very physical move that's going to handle a couple things for us. So that being said, let's go and move on to our stats. Our stats are: attack is 126, the defense is 120, special attack is 153, and our special defense is 129, and our speed is 145. This is not a bad stat total. It is modified because of the badge boost on the left side, so make sure you check those out. But we're level 50, and we're going to go ahead right into the Elite Four. And the first member of the Elite Four is Will. Will is the Psychic Trainer, and he's going to lead out with a Xatu. Now we have a couple options to take care of the Xatu. We could do Raw Power with Return and Fire Punch, but Hidden Power Ice has a super effectiveness against him. He's weak to it, so we go ahead and use that. The second move we're going to use is Return on the Slowbro. Hopefully we can get a 2-shot. Very good. Don't let him set up anything. And then he also had a Water move, so that could have been bad for us. Actually, no, he didn't. He did not have a Water move, so wouldn't have been bad for us at all. Fire Punch on the Jinx is a 1-shot. And then Fire Punch on the Executor should also be a 1-shot. We get a clean sweep, don't take any damage at all. We beat Will, and we're going to move right on to Koga. Koga is the Poison member of the Elite Four, and he's going to come out with Ariados. Ariados will go down to 1 Fire Punch. Very good. 1-hit knockout, very good. He's going to lead with a Fortress next. Fortress, it's 4 times weak to fire. I don't know why you would have gone with that second. Muck comes out. Muck, we don't really have anything great against him other than Earthquake. It doesn't quite get a 1-shot. We get poisoned, which is not fun, but it happens. So as long as we keep knocking things out, we'll be okay. Hidden Power Ice is not a 1-shot on the Crobat. He's going to heal. He always does. So we're taking a little bit of poison damage. Oh, we get a critical hit that time, so we don't take that much poison damage. Good. And then Fire Punch on the Venomoth. Get the win. Pretty easy win, but, you know, a little bit longer than it had to be. So we heal up, and now we're going to face Bruno. So this is... I got here. Bruno gets me. So Bruno gets me. I wasn't thinking. I was just clicking through. So Return I thought would be a 1-shot. I should have gone for Earthquake here. Earthquake would have, I would have hit him, and he wouldn't have done any damage to me, so that's the first problem. The second problem is Onix doesn't get knocked out by the Earthquake. I should have gone for Hidden Power Ice. So now Sandstorm is doing chip damage to me. So it's whittling me down a little bit. It's also whittling the opposition down, but we just don't do enough damage. We're taking too much damage. So unless we're one-shotting everything, this is not going to work. And he just went for Return, so he's going to get me with a little bit more Sandstorm. We do get the knockout, but now we're at a point where the Sandstorm has stopped. But unless we one-shot Hitmonchan, he gets a priority move in Mach Punch. So instead, we have to take a reset here, and I'm really upset I take a reset against Bruno. I don't talk about Bruno very much, but we have to here because we took a reset. So it's one reset in this entire playthrough. Go for Hidden Power Ice, makes Onix a 1-shot, so he doesn't set up Sandstorm. That's good. Return on the Machamp, it'll be a 2-shot. Rock Slide doesn't do much to me. We are weak to it, but it doesn't do a lot to me. And then Hitmonlee comes out. Return is a 1-shot. I would assume Hitmonchan would go for Mach Punch again. It doesn't do a lot. It's just a priority move. But we get the knockout. And we get a decently convincing win over Bruno. The first one should have been a win. I just brain farted and made 2 wrong moves early. But it is okay. And we move on to Karen, who is usually the headache with everyone. Return looks like it's about a 2-shot. And it's not. It's a 3. So we get confused. We get sand attacked. And we hit ourselves a little bit, so this looked like I might have to have another reset here, but we persevere through the Umbreon, and now a lot of the things we have a move that we have an advantage with. Earthquake is a 1-shot on the Gengar. We're no longer confused. That's good. We level up. Not a big deal. Hidden Power Ice on the Murkrow. Very good. So we have 2 Pokemon left. One we're kind of neutral against, but Earthquake is super effective. And now we have Vileplume coming out, and Vileplume will be using Fire Punch. Fire Punch is also super effective. We did miss because of the Insane attack. We move right on to Lance. Lance is the liar with the flyers. He is the Dragon Gym leader, and he will lead out with a Gyarados. Gyarados is probably the scariest Pokemon he has for us. He does have Surf. He can set up Rain Dance. But as long as we can 2-shot him, we outspeed, and we'll knock him out before anything bad happens. The only thing he's done is basically made it so our Fire Punch is not very effective. Hidden Power Ice will two-shot the Aerodactyl. Very good. And so now we have Hidden Power Ice for the 3 of his last 4 Pokemon. Dragonite goes down to 1 Hidden Power Ice. Dragonite goes down to 1 Hidden Power Ice. And so it's Charizard or Dragonite coming. Charizard comes out, so go for Return. Return will be a 2-shot. Flamethrower just tickles us, and we get the knockout. Now we have 1 Pokemon left. The final Dragonite, he's the most powerful one. Do we get the 1-shot? We do get the 1-shot, and we get the win over Lance. And we're just tapping, trying to get our time in. So the time we're going to be getting in is, and let's see, Typhlosion, and boom, right there. So we compare this to our original playthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and pause that right there. We got 59 minutes and 14 seconds. We compare that to our original playthrough. Our Elite Four split was 1 hour and 46 minutes and 18 seconds. Now, I know the game a lot more, and I know a lot more about it. Having the stats on the side, I'm going to pause it because it's going to time out there. Having the stats on the side really does help you know your moves. It helps you know what effective power you're going to have to make you know the best move. And I didn't keep track of my resets back then, but I probably had a few resets because just didn't know the game as well. But that is almost, it's 50 minutes of improvement, 47 minutes of improvement to be exact. No, actually, no, what is that? Yeah, about 57, 56 minutes, whatever. But pretty good improvement, but that's not the whole battle. That's not the whole story. We still have Red and the Kanto gym leaders. So I'll see you guys in Kanto. With Johto and the Elite Four members defeated, we're going to go ahead and move right on to Kanto and beat all 8 gym leaders here and go face Red. The first gym leader is Lieutenant Surge. We have Earthquake. All of his Pokemon are going to be a 1-shot. It's a foregone conclusion. Some things I want to talk about. I talked about a little bit earlier. We're close to 500 subscribers. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you're listening this late and you're not one of the 83% of my viewers aren't subscribed, definitely subscribe. All those things, it really helps out the channel. I get better content out. I get more content out. And we're going to move right on to Erica. Now, I don't usually talk about the gym leaders here, but one gym leader kind of gets us. It's not Erica. Erica is kind of a foregone conclusion. So I had a trip to Cancun. That's why last week there wasn't really any playthroughs. It was a Mewtwo playthrough and a description video about my series in Pokemon Blue I'm doing right now about seeing who the best of every type is. I'm like neck deep in the fire type right now. If you haven't, there's a video on Wednesday that came out. It was about our playthrough with Flareon. I recommend you go check it out. There's only 1 left, and then you're going to see the best fire type in the game. So now we're facing Misty, and Misty gets us here. We made a wrong decision here, and we don't one-shot the Golduck. I don't understand why we didn't one-shot the Golduck. We were way levels higher, but we did not one-shot the Golduck nonetheless. And also, Quagshare's not a problem. He doesn't really hit us. But the problem is we didn't one-shot it, so we're not in one-shot range for this one. Lapras just set up Rain Dance, which is going to boost all water moves. So unless we one-shot the Starmie, we are going to get got, and we lose to Misty. I can't believe we lost to Misty, but it is what it is. So now we're going to face Misty again. And we do one-shot the Golduck, I'm sorry. So Golduck ends up being a lot better of a situation now. Quagshare sets up Rain Dance, so now Lapras can hit us with Surf, but we get a 2-shot, and we do tank the Surf. That's good. We have a little bit more than half health, but Starmie has a higher special, so if he hits us with Surf, we are knocked out, and that sucks, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and try this one more time. We got to get through it. We're not going to bounce around. We probably could have beaten Feraligator's time if it wasn't for Misty. Feraligator and this Pokemon coming around the same time, and we're only off by a couple minutes, and I think having to deal with Misty a couple times really hurt us here. So no Rain Dance. Our Rain Dance is set up, but we're at full health, so if Starmie does do a Rain Dance, we can tank it, but she goes for Confuse Ray instead. So this is really weird about these battles, man, is we literally can just have a battle where it falls off the rails and one move is different and we just obliterate it and take no damage. It's really weird. But we get the win, and we move right on to Sabrina. Sabrina will be 1-shot across the board. Mr. Mime might hang on. No. Okay. So Alakazam will be a 1-shot as well. 12 levels higher. Physical move. Get the win. And so that leaves us with 4 more gym leaders. We have Brock, and he is our Rock gym leader. And we're not going to do much again. Or we're going to do pretty well against him. We have Earthquake for pretty much all of his Pokemon. Rhydon's come out. Earthquake's a 1-shot. Very good. And Omastar's going to come out. Earthquake's a 1-shot, very good. Onix is going to come out, 1-shot, very good. And then Kabutops is going to come out, and we're going to 1-shot him, very good. So we're going to move right on from Brock to the Fire Gym Leader, which we don't really have an advantage against, but he can't do anything against us. We have pretty good special defense. So we're going to go ahead against the Macargo. We're going to go for Earthquake. It's 4 times effective against Macargo. I guess we do have an effective move. Earthquake is pretty effective against Fire-type Pokemon. And then we have one more move, Earthquake, on the Rapidash. Get the knockout, get the win. We're going to move right on to Koga's Gym. I'm sorry, Janine's Gym. It looks like Koga's Gym, and they're related, so that's my mistake. But Crobat comes out. Flamethrower is going to be a one-shot, very good. Weezing comes out. Flamethrower is also a one-shot, very good. And you'd think with a gym leader this late into the game, she'd have higher level Pokemon than 36, but it is what it is. Venomoth's a one-shot, very good. Ariados, is it a one-shot? It is. We clean sweep her whole team, clean sweep her gym, and we're going to move right on to the last gym leader, which is Blue. Blue will come out with a variety of Pokemon. He's a mixed attacker, and we have Pidgeotto, I'm sorry, will not go down to a one-shot. It's very surprising, but it didn't go down to a one-shot. Hidden Power would have been better. Hidden Power Ice, was it a one-shot on the Rhydon? Is it 2? It's a 2-shot, very good. Sandstorm kind of sucks. We got hit by it again, but it is what it is. Gyarados comes out, and we're going to go for Return on the Gyarados. Leftovers are helping us with our health, so Sandstorm's kind of being canceled out by the Rainstorm, or by our leftovers. Return on the Gyarados, knockout. Alakazam comes out. Let's go for Return again. Very good. Should be a one-shot. Very good. So there's 2 Pokemon left, which is one is Arcanine. So Earthquake. Is it going to one-shot the Arcanine? It's not, but it's very close. And we're almost done with the Rain Dance. So we're going to be able to use Flamethrower on the Executor. He should not tank this at all. This should be an obliteration. And we hit him with Flamethrower, knock him out. So now all we have left, we got Blue done, and now let's go ahead and face Red. So Red, we're going to come out, and we added Dynamic Punch in place of Hidden Power Ice. It made no sense. In the last playthrough, I did not use Dynamic Punch. I used just Body Return is all I used. I didn't use anything else. I kept Hidden Power Ice. It was kind of a dumb playthrough on my part. But this time, we are adding Dynamic Punch. It's going to do very helpful against Snorlax, but it's also going to be very helpful against Blastoise. Blastoise was our one Pokemon that was our big contention. Is we went for Dynamic Punch. Reflect is up, so we're not doing a lot of physical damage. So this would have been pretty much a foregone conclusion if it wasn't for just that stupid Reflect. And now we get taken down to low health. And Snorlax, if we can just hit this Dynamic Punch, we might win. I misclicked and hit Flamethrower. It is what it is. We're going to try for Dynamic Punch. It misses. We get Body Slammed. It's okay. We get one reset on Red, and I think this is the win over Red right here. So the win over Red, Earthquake is on Pikachu. That's a foregone conclusion. Espeon comes out, and we're going to go for Flamethrower. It says it's a higher one, but it has a great special defense, so I wasn't quite sure. The good news is it did not go for Reflect. So that means whenever we hit Blastoise, we don't have to worry too much about not having our moves do as much damage. Dynamic Punch, look how much more that did. It only did about a 10th earlier. That was about 30%. So now we got to rely on a mixture of Return and maybe even Earthquake, but it hits itself as well, so it definitely helped us. Full health going into Snorlax. Dynamic Punch, we hit Snorlax with Dynamic Punch. It does more than half health. You kind of want to go for it again, but you got to do the safe route. Go for Return or Earthquake, get the knockout. So now we're at full health on the Charizard. He can't really do much to us. We're going to go for Return. It's going to be about a 3-hit. And yeah, the worst stat is our defense, so it makes sense that he goes for Wing Attack and not Flamethrower. But now we have Venusaur. Venusaur will go down to 1 Flamethrower. And we beat Red. We beat him in 1 hour and 23 minutes and 3 seconds, which is an hour and 1 second faster than our first playthrough we did. This was probably over a year ago, but the playthrough we did initially was 2 hours and 23 minutes and 4 seconds. Now we're down to 1 hour and 23 minutes and 3 seconds. So just kind of like to show this. Just 1, this is how much the Pokemon can improve. But 2, you kind of get to see that I have like improved drastically in how well I'm playing this game, and I like to show that. That's why I do the playthroughs the way I do it. The overlay definitely helps. Like I said, it definitely helps knowing which move is going to be the most effective, etc., etc. So yeah, that's the playthrough. We have one next week coming out. It's the playthrough with Meganium. Meganium's going to be tricky. Chikorita was not fun to play with. The grass type starter does not do well in this generation. And it's nothing bad about the Pokemon. It's the way that it's designed. The first 3 of the first 4 gyms you're weak to. You're weak to flying, you're weak to bug, you're weak to, well, poison and ghost, but poison's part of that. So you're not very effective. And Whitney's gym is okay. But more or less, yeah, that's it. This is Polywar's Wrath. Thank you for stopping in. There'll be a video next, 3 videos next week. There's a prediction video on Monday for Meganium. There's a video on Wednesday. It's going to be Moltres and Pokemon Blue, finishing up the Fire type challenge. And then we have a video coming out next Friday. It will be Meganium. After Meganium, got to decide, do I want to do some other Pokemon I haven't done yet, optimize them, or do I want to get back on track with finishing up the Pokédex? I don't know, haven't decided yet. I'll let you know. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.